Hey YouTube, this is Ashley24 2010. Right now I'm really tired, but something I have been thinking about let me adjust the lighting, move over or something. There we go. Something I have been thinking about to just talk to you guys about. I always get comments on how do I go to school and have a baby at home. My brother also stays with me, so that's another person that I care for, and my fiance is up here with me. But in the beginning, it was just me, my brother, and the baby. And I wanted to come to you guys to talk to you about how to stay motivated, how to get motivated, because that's something that has to start within yourself. Nobody can give it to you. Nobody can make you, um, I guess, have that drive that you need to get through any hard situations. You can have words that can help from other people, and then sometimes those words make things worse. I would say it definitely starts within. For myself, trying to get motivated to go back to school, because my freshman year, my first semester, that's when I found out I was pregnant. And I went back to school that following semester. By the way, my grades weren't the best, but and at midterms they were my first semester. Then my grades went down um, after midterms because I dealt with a lot of BS and negative terms that were slashing me and cutting me down from my fiance's mm, side. Just put it like that. I'm not gonna get all into details, but there were some hurtful things, and it took me off focus from a 2.8, GPA at midterms to lower than that. That following semester, though, I went back and I was in school all the way until 8 months. I got a 2.8, which is a B minus average for the people who don't know terms of GPA and stuff like that. And after that, once trying to get motivated and trying to get back into school and trying to figure out, it was more for myself, I guess you can say, trying to figure out what I wanted to do next after I had Aiden. Um, there was so many things that ran through my mind, and the number one thing I didn't want to do is be another statistic of a young black woman, or doesn't matter what color you are, honestly, a woman who went to college and dropped out of college because she became pregnant. And that is the most, I guess you could say, the thing. If you're from the city, like if you're from Philly, and people from the city knows that the people on your block, especially the older people who are always in your business, they will, they probably already looked crazy at you before when you were younger, but to see that you were pregnant and everybody else that was on the block is pregnant or had kids, they automatically tag you or symbolize you as being a statistic, and pretty much you're in another group. Me, I was always the one to stand out of the crowd. Things that I wear, things that I say, Ashley is different and I'm very unique. So I already knew from the gate. I'm like, I'm not going to be one of these girls on a block in her mama home on welfare and not trying to work hard to do what she got to do for herself. I've been working since I was 12, y'all. So being hard working and dedicated to being successful and wanting something for myself has definitely motivated me to go back to school. When I went back to school, Aiden was only 2 months. That semester, I would say, was the hardest semester, but I kept on going. And at that time, I actually went through postpartum. And of course, if you don't know, it's a depression that after birth, that some women go through, and it lasts for about 6 months. So dealing with that and still trying to keep a sane mind, and pretty much just trying to get through school and pass, because I didn't want to get kicked out, because you got to have a good amount of grades, a certain grade, so you can stay in. It was tough. I cried some nights, but you know what? What kept me going was definitely my drive. Um, that fire burning. It's just like, you gotta do it, you gotta do it, you gotta do it. That's what kept me going. And I prayed, and I still do. I prayed every day, you guys, every night. And I believe that is how I got through it. There are a lot of people out there who cannot find that fire or that drive within themselves because they're constantly being put down by family. You're constantly being put down by friends, boyfriend, moms, friends, parents, whatever it may be. I want to let you know, do not let that get in your way, and do not let that hinder you. That's a burden that is so heavily weighted on your shoulders that you don't realize how heavy it is until you let it go. After I forgave my fiance's mother and his family for what they said about me, y'all, when I say, you know how you get that feeling after I asked God to help me forgive them for what they said. I don't want this. I don't want to think about it. I don't want to have any hard feelings. It was a load lifted off my shoulders, and I'm letting you guys know that in order for you to get past the negative things in life and be motivated and have that drive, and you're motivating yourself, you're doing whatever you want to do that's benefiting you for yourself. You're not proving anything to nobody else but yourself. Listen, I did it, and that's it. You know what I mean? I'm not doing this so I can prove that person wrong. I'm not doing this because I can prove that person wrong and make that person look bad. No, this is for Ashley and only Ashley, and you should be doing the same for yourself. Once you forgive that person or whatever, keep it moving and you go headstrong. You know what I mean? Keeping your focus. And I always said, once I got into school, before I found out I was pregnant, I said I would not let anything get in my way of stopping me from finishing school. And of course, me and my fiance was in a relationship then. I said, I won't let you get in my way, family get in my way, friends get in my way. I'm going to finish school so I can better myself. And when I had Aiden, I had that same goal. Even though things are going to come your way, you guys. All types of things that you probably aren't even prepared for or aren't ready for. If you set that goal, still strive for it. There's going to be some bumps. There's going to be some boulders, some ditches, some huge mountains, some long valleys, whatever. Like, those things are going to come your way. And you want to know what? That obviously you're doing something that you're supposed to do. And the devil don't want to see you doing too good. And God is going to bless you in the end. So keep going strong. But just keeping the faith in yourself. God believes in you. Believe in Him. And just go ahead full strong. I would say tears are going to definitely come. And I'm not going to say just to be motivated for school. Sometimes people are trying to lose weight. Like myself, y'all might look at me like, girl, you look small. I'm not going to say that I'm not small, but the body that I had before having Aiden, yeah, I'm pretty far from it. So being from a real muscular person to like a 1 pack from a 6 pack, yeah. So you know what I mean? I'm trying to motivate myself to get back into the gym because by the time I graduate in the spring, yes, Ashley is going to have that 6 pack back and them legs is going to be toned and I'm going to be fit. Not saying I ain't bad now, you know, I got a little fat around the neck and stuff. It's all good. But people are trying to grow their hair. Nappy. You know what I mean? I'm not going, you know what? I'm not going to say nappy. I'm going to say natural. Because there's going to be people who don't want you to lose that weight. Don't want you to wear your hair natural, nappy, whatever they want to call it. I actually had a comment from my grandma 4th of July. And I had my hair pushed up, you know, in a nice little fro, making sure that it was off my shoulders, that my ends wasn't touching anything, so it was still up high enough to where so it can be protective. And my grandma looked at me and she said, I don't like your hair natural. And I looked at her and I said, Grandma, what do you mean? She said, I don't like your hair natural. I don't like none of y'all hair natural. And I looked at her and I said, Well, what do you? I said, well, Grandma, natural. This is what's coming. But this is what's growing out of our scalp.